what I mean this area here, when you try to do on your own, although you and me, we are not facade expert, but as I say, logically sense when you build facade, the cladding must cover nicely. Agree? That means the person that design the metal frame can be aluminium, can be steel, can be a lot. Then they clad or they chrome. That depends. Okay, but of course, ideally will come with aluminium, and this type of aluminium you might alloy. Alloy means what? Mixture of different metal to hardness, make it tougher, stronger against maybe the weather, prevent corrosion kind of thing. Yeah, that's why I call alloy steel. Okay, so from there, at least it should not be rusty. And you look at the corner, yeah, all this is your main support. Now this piece here, I built it in a way it can be actually a metal cladding or it can be a concrete wall. So it depends, I don't know. So I randomly put it up first just to conceal. Okay, it can be actually a steel so-called aluminum frame that mounted onto your concrete wall. So act as a support. It can be that also. So this is actually like kind of C shape, right? Yeah. So how to design this? See how I do it. Okay. Very interesting, huh? Now, first of all, we have other curtain wall utilize it, which is here. So sometimes try to design something different because curtain wall can be keep repeating. Name is one thing, the glaze panel do not overlap. So when you design, you got to be careful. Okay, so does the joint. All right. Now, so from here, if I were you, how to design this? This is actually if you measure, it's 100. See, 100 by 100. Okay, so in between, this is your glass. This glass, of course, cannot be 6 mm. At least a minimum should be 10 or 12 around there. Okay, yeah. So get your curtain wall, maybe from wall, and how this linked to the rest of the level, we can change later on. But meantime, okay, so curtain wall, look for curtain wall below. Sorry, it's this list here. So I'll select curtain wall, but default this been used by my other bedroom. So I wanted to create a new one. We can call this as the facade. Yeah. Okay. Oops, did I select duplicate? Sorry. It should be duplicates. Yeah. So I call this facade. Okay, facade wall. Yeah. You can call facade wall. Maybe your glass, you put it 12 mm, for instance. Okay. Then the panel, the glass curtain panel, you can set it 100. Yeah, it's up to you. Maybe, yeah, 100 is better. Stronger, rigid, support. Okay, so done. All right, pick OK. Then you just draw according to this. All right, so make sure your chain is on. Now currently you leave it as is connected to a third story. We can change later on. You'll connect all the way up to the last level. We'll change later on. But first of all, get all our setting right. Once you get this curtain wall do properly, the rest just follow the same. So does the other side here. Okay. Yeah, you don't get this first part done correctly, then the rest is nightmare. So try to understand. Okay. Not sure, please ask. So I'm going to select this one. If you want to be safe or to be sure, connect to the center also can. Yeah, I mean, hold on first. Let me just click modify. I should press escape, not modify. Sorry. Hopefully, okay, I get my curtain more back. So center here, one. See a tracking. If they can't get the center, estimate lah. Can one lah. It just said it got to be clear. All right. But sometimes a bit difficult lah. See the snapping. Okay, now can. Bang the door so. Now here there's a warning because my level of height did not adjust. Later I shall adjust it because there's offset here which I didn't change. If yours have no issue, then it's fine. Just at mine I gotta change later on. So zoom in closer, you should be able roughly to get the center. So no worries. Snap it. The tongue thing because of the view range and my component adjustment. Okay, zoom in. Don't worry about that. And stop here. Okay, done. Escape. Now, when you see this message, of course, is telling you that it's not fall within the view range. Obviously, you can see from my 3D, this is floating, which is wrong. Okay, so from my 3D point of view,
Sorry, sir.
yeah,
How
yes.
you get your central?
The center is just based on the line lah. See the line here, what? Your 2D drawing, you see this line?
Yes.
Then you estimate now. Because you zoom in closer, you can draw quite accurate one. Because Revit also will track the spacing for you. Yeah. Huh? So now here is I got to select my curtain wall to ensure that the length, all this is properly set up. But because this guy is a C shape, so remember the pass. I must make sure I choose the correct component. Make sure all selected correctly. See? Then I'm going to change my height. Because the base must be 0. Meantime, if you're not sure, set all this back to 0 first. At least it should be extended properly. So you can see my glass connected. See not? Exactly in the center. See? 看到没? Okay 吗? Just now was floating. Okay, so but again, you see from here, this glass is quite thick. All right, because I think they utilize the 20 mm from the above, from this inner wall here. That's what I can see from here. It's very thick. Okay, so I need to change all the glaze panel, the glass, into thinner. So how to change? Remember, tap, select the glaze panel. Oops, wrong, huh? Zoom in, tap, only the glass we want. See, glaze. So edit type, see any other size or not. So original, I'm not going to touch. So I select duplicate. I called it my facade glass. So let's say I make it 10 mm, should be good because this floor is only 8 story. So pressure wise, 10 mm should be able to withstand that. If you give too thick, become that the loading, the glass is heavy. All right. So normally 10 mm they will have two piece of 5 mm glass glued together. Yeah. Oh, so 10 mm. Or you guys prefer 12? At least can see some thickness, some design. 10 mm is a bit too thin. Of course, in real world, it depends on the engineer. They got to consider the weather, consider any natural disaster or not. Yeah, like earthquake lah, something throw at the glass lah. When tornado comes, people, not people, natural like rain, dry ice. Yeah, it hit the glass like in other state of US. China have or not? China or some other country? I think US are quite norm, right? Especially in those countryside, where the weather mix cold and cold. Instead of rain, it is ice is falling. So we just got to be careful. So this is 12, right? And you can see it's actually in the center. What I want to achieve is join corner to corner. So it's either 6 or minus. So this is wrong. All right, it should be -6. Okay, so the other way around, -6. Apply. Okay, so now I select this also. Tap, tap, oops, tap, tap, select, change the glaze panel to facade glass. Where is it? Facade wall, facade glass. Yeah. Okay, so it should be joined like this. Okay, zoom in. Tap. If can select all together, that would be good. All this needs your skill set, huh? Tap. When it's correct, press Ctrl key because you are doing multiple selection. Then set the glaze panel to facade glass. Where are you? Facade glass 12 mm. Yeah, so you can see all connected nicely like this. Yeah, 12 mm. Okay, soundproofing also is better. Yes, Diva. All good. Okay, now to cover nicely. All right. Next is this one going to connect to last level. So I'm going to select all of them. 1, Control key, 2, 3. Once you set them correctly, yeah, then you select all of them one more time. Now, to which level? The last level, which is somewhere here. The last level should be the roof. So here, extend to try story 8. Nope, roof. Okay, now roof itself, we got to adjust further. Why? Because you look carefully at the roof level. There is there's a one so-called slat coming out. See or not? This is your roof. Okay, act as a cover. This one also. That's why my model, I did not create anything yet because I want to see what is the shape look like after I design. So you can see that for facade, you don't build piece by piece. Why? The in-between connection is not accurate. This is one thing you guys need to take note. Okay? Oh, going to heavy rain already. Alright, so understand this lah. When you get the shape design done, plan we seldom touch already. It's more towards the 3D. Unless here for further adjustment. If not, I try to maximize this view because mostly you'll be seeing this more often. Okay, so I focus on this. Top so far, hold on, come to here. Okay, now how to flush this touches this. So try on one piece first. Come on. This one should be base offset minus 250, I believe. How to check whether it touches that? You are in 3D view. Check at the left back view. Because depends on where you seeing it. Huh? Zoom here. Ah, see? Sui sui, huh? Exactly touch. Okay, so once okay, then you can select the rest and change. Always do on one first if you are not sure. Don't later people what say Malay kang kabut You know what kang kabut means or not? What is kang kabut? Chinese. In Chinese, what is kalang kabut? Hmm? Don't know. English means don't panic lah. Yeah. Chinese is what? Kalang kabut. 措手不及. Don't know what to do. Alright. I think kalang kabut is Malay. Okay? Yeah. So from here, my glass cover. Now, my clad, which is my mullion. What should be my mullion size when we cut this? When you apply. For instance, you need to calculate. My mullion must expand down at least by 10 mm. Meaning what? Because you do cladding, this must down by 10 mm, it clad inside. Here must at least up by 10 to 20 mm. Why? Because you don't roll things and hit the glass, you shattered. So things roll, you still hit the mullion panel, not the glass. All right, so let's say I give 20 mm, this one 10 mm. So this piece of mullion, what should be the thickness? You get what I mean? So to try it out, that's why I say a lot of planning is required. It's testing how you do customizations or how you plan for this. So I go to my mullion first, piece by piece. So mullion, I have a 50 by 100. Just to insert one, see how this guy look like. See? So you know that this width is 100 is correct. Then this height is 50. So in other words, this particular mullion, you can duplicate. We know that this is 260, right? 260 plus 20 plus 10. So it's what? 290. Correct? So I'll duplicate from here. 100 maintain, duplicate. 50 change to 290. Unless you want to make it round off 300 lah. Better still, right? 290 so awkward. So awkward. 300 times 100. Okay, this is one of the pieces. Then remember to change thickness. All right, 100 means this is 100. This one is 300. So how we're going to sit? So let's say 150 by 150. But this is to see how when the piece and piece connected. All this value you can interchange. All right, how you want to design this? So apply. This is how it look like. But notice that is go all the way up. It doesn't show me the bottom. This mullion. So that means my bottom cap is ugly. See that? It goes all the way up. it should be drop 10 mm downward. So drop 10 mm out downward. What should we do? Can we customize this? Edit type. Let me try. Is it any diff not? Up, down. So let's say 160. This one 140. I just write an error. I don't know whether it's correct or not. Any diff? No diff. So doesn't work that way. Okay, never mind. Let me change this back to 150 and 150, 300. Now, how the curtain wall here works, you can see that it flush exactly to the length of this. So in other words, how to compensate. Select on my glass, a curtain wall. Since I know what is the error lies. Okay, the base offset is minus 260. Now you should see it covers. See now, notice that my PC a bit slow when things are getting heavy and sharing. See now, it dropped already. See that? So this is 10. This one should be 30. So things are set correctly. Remember, to write down also can. So how to apply this design and this? Now it's a bit different because this is the beginning of the first story. This is in between. So in between from here to here, the design should be identical, not like the first one because it's the first story. So design will be slightly different. So in this case, I will try to add this first. Try to get everything correct. So this one I'll change to 300 by 100. You see that they are joined nicely. Okay, select this, they add nicely. Sometimes you're zooming, be careful, very tricky. If my video here is too long, let me know because yeah. Okay, another maybe 5-10 minutes, I will stop and re-record again. So this is the lower part that I'm done. Got it? So you can see it kept nicely. See now, because all these should cover the edges of your concrete. So in other words, since this is a structural floor, this also acts as a supporting. All right, questions? So far for the first mullion I've completed, or mullion that I've completed. You can have different design, but at least the capping, since they are all facade, in between must be metal, definitely, to cap nicely. All right. Remember, we have a false ceiling. I haven't added false ceiling yet. Okay. So you must think how you want to adjust. So I don't expect you all to have same design as like mine. All right. Try to think how you can adjust it nicely. I believe in Singapore, everywhere you can do Google, can go YouTube and visit some what do you call it, those condo site. Take a look. See some condo design. Hey, how they do their glass thing. We are not expert, but is understand the connectivity, how they design, how they do the load bearing planning here and there. Of course, you can't straight away say, hey, I like to have one whole big glass here. No, you give way definitely. But every floor you design must uniquely different. How do you do the mounting? Of course, detail, we are letting the facade, structure guy that do the job. But at least we want something like this in architecture. When you design a model, we show it to them. Okay, this is something we want. Then they must base on your design. Then they do their loading. Then yes and no, they will tell you. Okay? So if Aki can estimate correctly or closest to the actual design, you pass already. If not, you tell the what do you call it, the engineer. I mean, some they do that lah. So engineer do the calculation. No? Sometimes could be turned out, ugly. You don't like. Then how? Try again because design change. Okay. So for me, let's say you use Revit architecture. We try to do something. Yes, we are not expert, but I just want you all to explore the tools. Then you understand better. Similarly, next time you all learn your Revit structure, you'll do the same also. Any questions? If not, temporary, I will pause the recording.